President Obama says the Affordable Care Act is already helping millions of Americans. But as the nation moves toward health care reform, he admits there'll be some problems.
There are going to be some glitches. No doubt about it.
The health care exchanges are scheduled to be online October 1st, with the insurance mandate coming January 1st. We're talking more about this now with Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin. Senator, it's good to have you back on the program.
It's a delight to join you again.
Well, there are some in your body out in Washington who want to defund what they call Obamacare. They want to stop this. They're willing to shut down the government if they have to. What's your response to that? Do you believe there's any chance of that happening?
Well, first of all, I think it's high time that we put progress ahead of politics. And we've seen way too much of this, both at the national level and I have to say at the state level also. It's time for us to come together across partisan lines and make the full implementation of the marketplace work for Wisconsinites, for Americans, and address what doesn't work. There will be bumps in the road, as the President has said, but we need to work together to address them. And it does us no help at all to have certain members of Congress or governors saying, continuing to try to repeal or defund this legislation. Now is the critical time for us to work together. But I also have to say I agree with the President in terms of recognizing what's already been accomplished under this law. The fact that children can't be discriminated against by insurance companies based on a pre-existing medical condition. The fact that young people can stay on their parents' health insurance until age 26 today. The fact that women no longer are charged twice, 3 times more in premiums. And the fact that seniors now have reduced prescription drug expenses and free preventative care. All of those things are in place now. And I think those things should give us confidence that the next steps will play out responsibly also.
Republican senators say, though, that there should be some concerns and that the confidence shouldn't be too great based on what we've seen so far, a delay in the mandate for some businesses, a delay in the out-of-pocket cost cap for folks, that these are signs that this is a program that could face some real serious problems. What's your response to that?
Well, as I said, we have to recognize what's been accomplished already and yet understand that the next step is a really big and complex step. And the way that we will achieve it well is if we work together rather than continuing to have people put the politics in front of the progress. You know, this would be all much easier if there hadn't been 40 votes in the House of Representatives to repeal the Affordable Care Act. Again, with no ideas of how to replace it or how to, or what they would say to the people from whom they were snatching health care coverage. So it's high time to work together, and it will work in Wisconsin. I feel like...
You're confident of that? Gwen Moore was on this program, Congresswoman from Milwaukee, Democrat, who said she worries that it could be a real mess in Wisconsin because of some of these things that you just discussed.
It is a very complex undertaking, and it won't be without bumps in the road. I'm confident of that also. But I think that we are absolutely heading in the right direction. Key deadlines are being reached. We've heard the announcement of the insurance providers that will provide insurance in the individual marketplace and in the small business marketplace. We have heard the announcement just this week about the many people who will be trained to help citizens navigate through the system, to provide them with the latest information. We have heard confident reports from the administration that on October 1st, the marketplace will be open, and that on January 1st next year, the coverage will be available. But we have challenges. We do have a group of people, almost 90,000 in number, that because of Scott Walker's decision not to expand Medicaid, will be transitioned to the individual marketplace. I worry about them. We do have to do a very comprehensive job of outreach, and we need to support community groups that are trying to reach those individuals and assist them in enrolling in insurance in the private market.
Bottom line, you don't think it's going to be a train wreck come January 1st, as some have described it?
You know, again, let's start with what we've accomplished already. Millions of Americans, millions of Wisconsinites have seen the benefits of what's already in place. It's only going to get better in terms of more people accessing coverage, and it will be improved if everyone takes responsibility and works together. It's no longer the time to have these outliers say, we're still trying to repeal it. It's now time to get to the hard work of making this work.
Final question. You've introduced a couple pieces of legislation in the last few weeks, your first couple. They're really designed to increase technological innovation in this country. Why have you chosen that as a focus of your work?
Well, there's a number of reasons. First, in history, Wisconsin has been a real leader with regard to research and development and innovation, and it's been the hallmark of our economy, but that has degraded in recent years. The Kauffman Foundation finds us almost dead last in terms of entrepreneurship. Part of that has to do with the capital available to small businesses in their early phases. I want to see Wisconsin get back out ahead again. So two bills that I've introduced have been really focused on how to help small businesses in their earliest phases, how to regain the lead in technological industries, and create jobs for our state.
Senator Tammy